you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Melissa, and today I am going to be filming a what is in my hospital bag. I did in fact film one of these when I was pregnant with my son, and I 100% can say that I overpacked. I ended up being one of those people, which I kind of figured I was going to, that I didn't care how I looked in the hospital. I didn't use any of the makeup products that I brought, or dry shampoo, or this or that. Like, no. I was like, I'm good. I needed my shower and I was good to go. But I did in fact want to film one of these for baby girl, just to kind of show you guys what I actually used in the hospital and what I packed for baby girl as well. So I just want to start off by saying I am so sorry about the lighting in this whole situation. It is currently raining outside, and normally I use like the natural sunlight pretty much as my light. So I kind of have like the window open, and then I have the lampshade off of this lamp over here to try to balance it out, but I got some shadows going on, but we're gonna work with it. So I am gonna go ahead and just start off by what is in my hospital bag. So I just packed everything in this little roll away suitcase. I packed my stuff in a suitcase like this last time after the fact that I showed you guys the video, and it just made it so much easier to walk from the car into the hospital, and then even walking from the hospital back to the car after having my son. It's just, I would recommend a roll away just to make things easier. So in my front pocket here, I just have some shower sandals to wear while I take my shower after having baby girl. And then I also packed a towel of my own. I did pack a towel last time as well, just for the lone fact that people said that the hospital towels aren't usually the most comfortable or that big at all. So I just wanted to make sure that I was going to be comfortable, and I did end up using my own towel last time, so I packed it again. Now moving on to the inside of my bag. This little toiletry bag here that I have Tucks pads in. I did not tear with my son, surprisingly, and it was a very blessed moment to say the least. He was a 9-pound, 3-ounce baby. So I was very blessed that I did not tear or anything like that. But I was very, very swollen down there for probably about 3 days after having him. So the cooling sensation from the Tucks pads was amazing. And then I also am packing the Earth Mama Herbal Prenail spray. I did in fact use this as well after having my son, and between this and the Tucks pads, it is such a nice sensational cooling feeling down there, and I could not recommend these products more. And then in this one, I am packing some organic nipple balm. This is just in the Boob Ease brand. This is the brand that I did in fact use when I had my son, and I love it so very much. It is one of the ones where you don't have to like wipe it off when baby goes to breastfeed. Even though I actually never ended up being able to breastfeed with my son because he was never able to latch. So I just exclusively pumped and fed him my breast milk until I ran out of my supply around 3.5 week mark. For some reason, my milk supply dropped so dramatically that we ended up starting like half formula, half breast milk, and then it just completely went away within another like half a week. So by the time I was 1 month postpartum, I had no more breast milk to feed my son. And so we ended up just switching to formula. And honestly, it is what it is. A fed baby is the best baby. So I am just glad that my son is healthy and that we still get to love on him every day. So moving on to the next thing, I am in fact bringing some nursing pads. I do intend to try to breastfeed with baby girl. We will see how it goes. If she is able to latch, that would be awesome. If not, then I can always exclusively breastfeed, or I can always exclusively pump for her as well, and we just kind of take that whole journey together again. But I am bringing some nursing pads because I am pretty positive that my milk came in within like a day. My mature milk came in very fast, to say the least. And the last thing in this little pouch is just some deodorant for my husband and I. Moving on to this little toiletry bag. Sorry about the thunder, guys. So the first thing in this one is just a loofah for taking my shower. And then I have these little travel bottles. I have a shampoo, a conditioner. I put our body wash in this one because they didn't have the body wash that my husband and I like. So I just put it in this little travel carrier. And then my husband wanted some mouthwash, so I did pick up this little thing of travel mouthwash. And I just have a little to-go pack of wipes. Sorry. Of the Clorox just disinfecting wipes. And a little thing of toothpaste and a toothbrush for each, my husband and I. I did in fact pack an extension cord again. This is actually what I packed last time in my hospital bag. Instead of going out and buying like the 6 or the 10-foot phone charger, I actually just brought an extension cord. I'm not sure if every hospital will allow you to bring an extension cord. Our hospital did in fact let us, so that was really nice because it has 3 charging ports on here, so Tim and I can charge our phones, and then we have one more charger that I will probably most likely be using for my iPad that we will be bringing this time around. So yeah, I do recommend if you can bring an extension cord, that would probably be the way to go, because then you can always end up using it afterwards. Unlike the 10-foot phone charger, it's like, what do you need that for? Like, it's a little extra. You can always find another use for an extension cord. This next product, I cannot stress enough, you guys, that I was obsessed and loved every moment of having this, and that is why I made sure that I got it again. Hey, go. So that is in fact bringing some diapers with me. These are just the Depends. I got them in the small medium, which is what I also got last time, and they fit perfect. Why I cannot stress enough that these were amazing for me is, one, my water broke at 10:30 at night. Tim and I were actually just about to lay down, go to bed, and my water broke. I jumped up, ran into the bathroom, stood in the shower because it literally was just, it was just going, guys. It was flowing. So I threw on one of these, and by the time we got to the hospital from our house, it is about like a 3-5 minute drive tops, and that diaper was completely full of my fluid. And I am just so blessed that I have that, so I didn't ruin our car seat, our seat in our car and everything like that. And then also number 2 is that I have never, ever, ever been a fan of pads ever since I even got my period back when I was 12, 13, whatever it was that I got my period. I have always been a tampon girl because I was in a lot of sports, so it was never very comfortable for me to be wearing a big old pad while I'm playing sports. and just kind of yada yada. And also I just never enjoyed the feeling of a pad. I definitely knew that I wasn't gonna want to wear one of those big maxi thick pads that you have to wear after having a baby, because of the fact that you bleed so much for about 2 weeks or so. In my case, I bled for I think almost 3 weeks, and it was just insane. So I was so happy that I had these to wear instead of wearing the big pads. Of course, that is just personal preference. If you are okay with wearing the pads, the hospital does provide you with like mesh undies, and they give you a bunch of pads. That is totally up to you, but personally, the diapers were my way to go, and I am doing that again. The next thing I have in here is just a face mask, because you know the times we live in today, COVID and everything, so I'm just packing that. Packing one nice sports bra, because I mean, I didn't pack any nursing bras because honestly I actually haven't got any new nursing bras this time around, and I'm pretty sure I got rid of all of them from the last time. In the hospital I can just pop my boob out if I need to, and I probably will be wearing a sports bra when we head to the hospital, so I'll have 2 at least. I have just a bunch of socks for this time around. I did in fact pack 3 pairs of the non-slip socks for the hospital. These 2 came in a pack together, and then this one was like separate. This one is just like a Halloween sock because baby girl's due date is October 30th, so the day before Halloween. Even though I do not believe we will be making it that far, I just wanted it to, you know, be in the season. It's October. Well, it's not currently October, but it will be when she's born. And then I am also packing 2 pairs of slippers. They're kind of like the sock slippers. These ones are the Halloween ones that I got again, just to kind of go with the season. So I just got these little black cat ones, and then I got these really beautiful, fluffy, fuzzy leopard print ones as well. I don't know why I went so extra with slippers this time, but I'm also just packing my like slide slippers that I brought to the hospital with me last time. For clothes, I just packed one long sleeve, long sleep shirt. And then I also packed this little pajama set here. This is just a short sleeve shirt, and then we got some pants to go with it. And to match with that pajama set, I just got the matching robe, which is a very nice lightweight robe. And then the last thing I have in my hospital bag is just this maxi dress that I am wearing for like my going home outfit. I'm pretty sure last time I packed some like really tight stuff, and it was not the way to go. My stomach was still like this big coming out of the hospital after having him. So I went with something nice and loose this time so I can be comfortable. Last things that I packed that aren't in the bag: a pillow for Tim and I each, so we each have our own pillow, and then we also each will be having our own blanket, but they didn't fit in the suitcase, so they're just on the outside of the suitcase. So we will each have our own pillow and our own blanket. Also, I'm also bringing this little donut blow up thing. It kind of reminds me of like a whoopee cushion, if you guys know what those things are, but instead of being like a full circle, it has like it's like a donut. It's cut out in the middle. But I'm bringing that with me this time because of the fact that I was so swollen down there after having my son. It was very painful and very uncomfortable to sit on any hard surfaces after having him. So I am bringing that to be able to sit down and be comfortable while we are in the hospital still. Moving on to baby girl's bag. This is her diaper bag that I packed all of her stuff in. This is just by the brand Miss Fong. I got it off of Amazon, so I will go ahead and link this down below. And don't worry, you guys, everything that you have seen so far. I'm going to try my best to link it down below. So starting on baby girl's bag, I just have this little pacifier holder. So I just packed up two binkies for baby girl. I did the same thing for my son last time. I packed up, I think, 2 or 3 binkies, and I'm glad I did because he was very, very picky on the nipple that he would take. So I packed her 2 different ones with different nipples. So hopefully she will take one or the other. Right on the top here, I have 2 burp cloths that I am taking with us. And I'm also bringing this pacifier clip holder. Also for my son, I packed 2 outfits of each thing, like a sleeper and then like going home outfit, because I packed it in a newborn size and also a 0 to 3 month, which I am very glad I did because he did not in fact fit in any newborn clothes. It was a very disappointing thing, but I am glad that I packed what I did. For in the hospital, I just packed this little outfit for her. So I just got a long sleeve onesie, and to go with this, I got some black little tights and this little cute maroon hat. And that is in fact the newborn. And then for the 0 to 3 month outfit for in the hospital, I packed this little adorable, beautiful pink and gray sleeper. And this one does in fact have the built-in mittens, which are lifesavers because my son never kept on his mittens. He just threw them off. And then people would tell us to try wearing socks, and so on his hands, and we did that, and he would get the socks off. So the built-in mittens in the onesies and sleepers are complete lifesavers. To go with that little sleeper, it just came with like this matching bow, which is so adorable. And now for the 2 going home outfits I packed. So here's the newborn outfit. So it is just this little long sleeve onesie, and it just says happy little and loved. And again, it has the built-in mittens for her. And then to go with that, I just packed some gray tights because the writing was in gray. So just got little gray tights to go with that. And then depending on the weather that day, I packed either a little hat to put on her head when we go home or this little bow. So we do live in Florida, so it is normally still very hot outside even in October. And it's very sad because I wish it would be colder, but it never is. And now for the 0 to 3 month going home outfit, I just packed this adorable little onesie. It is so pretty. I love the little soft pink flowers on here. A little matching hat to go with that one. And then because this one doesn't have any long sleeves or anything or tights that I'm putting with it, I just packed these little socks to go with that outfit. Now moving on to the rest of what I have in here, I just packed 2 blankets for her. They're both the muslin blankets. So I just packed 2 of those. I am like obsessed with this one here. All of this such soft pastel flowers on here. It is gorgeous. And the last 2 things in here are I am packing, or I have packed a swaddle. That's what this is. I packed a swaddle for her for in the hospital. This is just one of those Velcro ones, but this is in fact for newborns. So I know my son never fit in these ones, but we will see how it goes with baby girl. And then on top of that, I'm also packing this nested bean sleep sack. This actually was something that my son used, and he loved it so much. He slept amazing in it. So that is everything that I packed for baby girl and myself. I also have already packed my son's bag. His is just like an overnight bag so that when we do go into labor, I don't have to worry about throwing any clothes together for him to stay with somebody overnight. So his bag is already packed and ready to go for when that time comes. And then my husband, I've got his toiletries and everything in my bag with mine already. He just needs to throw a couple of like shirts and shorts into a bag, but he hasn't done that yet because he wears the same couple of shirts every week, so he can't pack away all his clothes. For like things that aren't in my bag, I do in fact have them written on my notes here in my iPad, because this is something that I will also be bringing with us to the hospital. So I have my notes on there to grab the last minute things, such as like the blankets, the pillows that aren't in the bag, and then our phone chargers. And I also believe that I will be bringing a couple of little snacks with us. I have not thrown those in the bag yet. I might actually do that today, because I know with the time we're in right now, they are allowing one other person to be in the hospital room with you. So obviously that will be my husband, but that one person is not allowed to leave the hospital, because if they do, then they can't come back in. So it's not like my husband can go and get us food or anything like that. So I might just throw in a few snacks, and then other than that, the hospital does provide us with food, like a breakfast, lunch, and dinner kind of thing. And it was actually pretty darn good when we were there with our son. So hopefully it is that good this time around as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not nervous. Baby girl will be making her appearance when she makes her appearance. I actually went to an appointment yesterday. It was for my 34-week checkup. I actually won't be 34 weeks until tomorrow. But I did go for that checkup. Baby girl is doing awesome. And in 2 weeks, we have an ultrasound to check on her growth. So we will be finding out a lot more then, whether or not she is getting really big or she is like right where she's supposed to be. So we will see how it goes. We might end up having this baby girl sooner than we expect, but I would say, are pretty much ready. So don't forget to stick around, you guys. I will be doing a nursery tour very soon. The last thing that Tim needs to do in here is just make her sign and get it up on the wall. But that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe. Bye guys.